Hi, I'm the Colorblind Architect. Today I'm going to be presenting a reaction video to the Graphisoft presentation. This is going to be the Archicad 26 release event, and here we go.
I'm pleased to welcome the CEO of Graphisoft, Hugh Roberts.
Thanks, Ron, and welcome to everyone here in Budapest and online around the world. We're so glad that you're joining us as we celebrate 40 years of building together, share the exciting launch of the 2022 editions of our software and services, and look forward to the future with some thoughts on our road ahead. So, 40 years. Let's take a quick look back. In 1982, Graphisoft was founded here in Budapest with a true entrepreneurial spirit and a passion for delivering value through innovation. That spirit and passion still drives us today. In 1984, we released our first commercial software, and right from the beginning, with coordinated 2D and 3D, Now let's look to the future, and let's start by considering Graphisoft's vision. We see a world where buildings make people's lives better, happier, safer, healthier, more productive, more welcoming, whatever better may need to be, and where these buildings are created by digitized, multidisciplinary teams easily and effectively working together. To help realize that vision, our mission is empowering teams to create great architecture. And our strategy to fulfill that mission is to deliver exceptional software with the integrated services, knowledge and know-how, benefits and support so that architects and multidisciplinary design teams can maximize their design excellence. The theme for this year's release is to help architects and engineers stay focused so that they can design more. You'll hear all about all of our products and services in the upcoming sessions, but first I thought it would be good to share some thoughts on where we're going next, with a look at our roadmap. At Graphisoft, our roadmap has multiple lanes for architecture, multidisciplinary design, design team collaboration, overlap and intertwine. But they're all heading in the same direction, and they're a good way to organize and share our plans as we go forward. On the larger scale map, we see that architecture remains focused on design and its documentation, visualization, and collaboration. Multidisciplinary design starts at OpenBIM and moves forward with integrated design, and this year is expanded by our newly merged DDS-CAD capabilities for building services engineering. Design team collaboration is centered by BIM Cloud and BIMX, reaching out with OpenBIM and BCF and connecting to common data environments. And our fourth lane is all about services and benefits to ensure and maximize the productivity of our users' ecosystems. With the Graphisoft Forward Service and Benefits Program, access to know-how through Graphisoft Learn, and sharing knowledge and best practices with peers through the Graphisoft community. Now, as with any roadmap, it's important to note that we will continue to align with our customers' feedback and changing needs, and with new technologies and our own new ideas along the way. So this is a living roadmap, and we may adjust the details of our route as we go. But our direction is clear, and this well reflects our current plans, intentions, timeline, and work already underway. Let's take a look at each lane of our roadmap. For architecture, these are our upcoming focus areas and planned strategic milestones. For this year, 2022, our focus is on enabling designers to keep their focus on design, by delivering capabilities that help them manage and structure information, search and select from within the large set of information in each project, and ensure that they can work more efficiently so they can do what they do best, design. As we look to 2023, our focus is on enabling the easy consideration of design choices by providing innovative new capabilities to help designers manage and navigate different design options or schemes in their design approach, and to help them manage the different variances within those schemes and in the elements within their design without needing to copy and clone their models to do so. Essentially enabling design teams to intuitively pursue what-if scenarios within the design process. For 2024, our focus is to help designers deal with scale at speed, to be able to quickly work on highly crafted details and projects with large scope and high complexity, and to navigate their designs with exceptional speed and performance. Now, Archicad is already very good at this, but we always want to be better. For 2025, the focus is on expanding Archicad's already strong information layer and enabling designers to more fully integrate their analysis and simulation into their design process. There's many types of analysis in design for compliance, sustainability, acoustics, lighting, airflow, temperature, movement, etc. And today we connect very well to such tools. But as buildings become more complex and demands for performance continually increase, the scope and detail of information must be easily extensible by the user and must leverage automation and intelligent systems with changes and responses working in all directions. So here are some highlighted upcoming capabilities that we will deliver for architecture to meet these milestones, including dynamic design editing tools, a new design options and variance system, and many more exciting new features on the way. The building industry has been driving towards integration for many years, whether across the life cycle, such as with design build, or amongst disciplines with multidisciplinary practices, project ventures, and shared risk-reward contractual models. Now, this makes sense. Architecture has always been a team sport, and the more the multiple disciplines can inform and support each other, the better outcome for all. Graphisoft has always been guided by the principles of open BIM to support information exchange across teams and systems, and we remain fully committed to that. We also see the exciting potential in integrating multidisciplinary teams of architects and engineers in real-time workflows. As we first demonstrated with our integrated design capabilities launched in 2020, our plan is to build on the well-connected BIM workflows we have today by further integrating BIM data systems amongst disciplines in 2023 with shared models, further design integration, and by enabling specific data reservation across disciplines and applications. For 2024, we will focus on integrating user experiences across multidisciplinary teams with shared capabilities, aligned interfaces, and enabling simpler training and configuration for multidisciplinary practices. And for 2025, it's integrating the enterprise-wide management of multidisciplinary libraries, shared resources, templates, and standards. We recognize that all of these should be managed in multi-tiered structures, such as by office, project, location, building type, client, etc., and that enterprises want to centrally and dynamically manage all of the administration of licenses, configurations, assets, rights, permissions.
Oh, well, that's nice. Looks like it decided to crap out.
Configurations, assets, rights, permissions, and so on. ecosystem and upgrading the powerful DDS CAD viewer system to benefit from some Graphisoft technologies and design. For 2023, we will focus on integrating data and workflows through shared common data models, integrated workflows, and by broadening DDS CAD's geographic reach. For 2024, we see a fully integrated experience for the users, with updated interfaces and many shared capabilities. Now, we know that architects and engineers are different. After all, we're a company of architects and engineers ourselves. They do different jobs, have different priorities, and even approach design differently. So, of course, the user experience will always be designed for the particular type of user. But there is so much that is the same for everyone, from simply opening a file to navigating 3D, laying out a sheet, managing data, working with hypermodels, collaborating with teamwork, etc. The more we can provide a high quality and consistent experience in using the software, the better the team can do their own work and work together. And for 2025, our focus is on enterprise management of all aspects of DDS CAD. Here are some of the exciting upcoming capabilities and highlights for the engineering disciplines and multidisciplinary design that we will deliver to meet these milestones, with engineering hypermodels, BIM cloud integration, and a long list of great capabilities to come. When we look at our roadmap lane for design team collaboration,
Kind of feel like this live stream would have been a lot better had they just put it on
information exchanges,
YouTube.
they can easily work alongside virtually any application and with any other team. For 2023, we will further extend these capabilities to bring tighter integration across teams in multiple disciplines, focusing on collaboration from team to team and in nested teams, with new capabilities like dynamic publishing of hypermodels, on-demand, cross-team, and as a service, and extended connectivity with other common data environments, or CDEs. For 2024, we will focus on the dynamic management of teams and their information, including through shared services and capabilities in response to role, rights, and activity, aligned visual and data interfaces to all services and integrations, and dynamic and responsive integration with CDEs. And for 2025, our focus is on supporting the enterprise management of teams and all aspects of their information, authorization, and resources, supporting multi-tiered highlighted capabilities for the engineering disciplines and multidisciplinary design that we will deliver to meet those milestones, such as CDE and metaverse integrations, and much, much more.
I don't care about metaverse connection.
Graphisoft has long been
I don't even know what that
recognized
is.
for our customer focus. And we know that fully empowering our customers takes more than just great software. Today, in 2022, we have great programs helping designers to get the most from their software and be their most productive. With the Graphisoft Forward Service and Benefits program to keep customers up to date, deliver the help they need, and offer benefits to improve productivity. With Graphisoft Community to directly engage with Graphisoft and fellow users around the world to stay informed, get help, and share knowledge. And with Graphisoft Learn, with self-paced and instructor-led online and in-person learning, covering everything from how to get started to advanced BIM topics. For 2023, we will complement these programs with a focus on simplifying the administration of the design ecosystem, including with enhancements to licensing and entitlement systems, product upgrade workflows, and integration with third-party enhancements that extend our product capabilities. For 2024, we aim to deliver a seamless instant upgrade experience for our customers, including for templates, resources, configuration, and data formats. We also plan for enterprise licensing capabilities to enable new license procurement and management options for larger organizations. And new systems to comprehensively manage ecosystem resources. And for 2025, in alignment with our roadmap for design team collaboration, our focus is on providing enterprise management of all aspects of the design ecosystem, including software services, authentication and authorization, and resources, even for complex ecosystems with orchestrated administration processes across systems. With these highlighted capabilities and more, the goal is to ensure that our customers' design ecosystems around our software and services are highly productive, supporting their focus on designing and delivering great buildings. Our roadmap lays out some highlights and milestones along our journey. And as we remain focused on empowering digitalized, multidisciplinary teams.
Okay. It just dropped out.
Who will share some
presentation
thoughts
platform
on the
sucks.
innovative technology and approaches that are powering us in this journey. Zsolt, Shesh?
So far, it's just been a bunch
Thank you,
of
Hugh,
fluff from the CEO.
for articulating our vision and our roadmap. With that, I would like to ask Zsolt a couple of questions. So, Zsolt, can you talk to us about how we are structuring our organization and our technologies to make sure that we can deliver on the vision that Hugh talked about just now?
Sure. From organizational perspective, we already restructured the entire product development organization to have a high-performing and scalable, agile organization. From technological perspective, we created a brand new adaptive hybrid framework, which has a desktop and a cloud part. On desktop side, as you can see, we created layers. The first one is the microkernel layer, which contains the low-level functionality like license handling, security, and login. On top of it, we created the general BIM authoring layer, which contains the common functionality shared by disciplines in a multidiscipline environment. On top of that, we created the discipline layer, where a discipline is a design area that we are going to serve, like architectural design, mechanical, plumbing, structural, electrical, engineering, or many others in the future. Here we introduced the so-called plugin technology. A plugin actually a set of services, and a certain discipline is a set of plugins where we can easily plug in or plug out a certain functionality. And the plugin can be developed in-house as an internal service or can be an external solution as well. On the right side, we have the cloud part. Our Design Hub Cloud is the container of our cloud services. And Design Hub Cloud is also a gateway, and this provides the connection for the entire Graphisoft ecosystem to the rest of the world in a secure and controlled way. On top of everything, we provide an extension and the customization layers. Using our existing add-on and library technology, you can add custom solution or content extending the core functionality. And the cool stuff that over everything, we can define a so-called OEM platform. Consists of set of layers and plugins. And this way we can provide a robust platform to our customers who would like to build their own solution.
Okay. And so when you spoke about this, you explained how this hybrid framework will work. but can you elaborate a little bit more about what adaptive hybrid actually means?
Well, yeah. So as I mentioned, a service can run on desktop or the cloud side. To decide which side a service should run, we can set it or decide it automatically based on the customer's working environment or circumstances. If a customer has a very powerful hardware, they may prefer running the services on the desktop. If they have a lightweight machine, probably they would like to enjoy the power of cloud computing. So this is the way how we interpret this framework, and it's not just a hybrid, but an adaptive hybrid framework.
Okay, that's very good to know. I think this layered and modular approach to solving our customers' complex problems is something that we absolutely should be doing. Now, let's talk about how we want to reduce the complexity for our customer base. Obviously, the solution needs to be all-encompassing. There is a lot of features and functionality we need in the products, but how are we reducing the complexity for our customers?
Oh, yeah. The entire framework and structure is sophisticated, definitely, but it doesn't mean that it's too complicated to manage. So if there is a small portion of that, if we have to modify something, it will be a small portion of the entire system, which is much easier to implement, test, and deploy than a huge amount of code. If we would like to integrate something, we can do it in two ways. One is a tight integration, running the new solution on our framework, or it can be a loosely coupled solution using the design hub and the cloud way. If we would like to add something new, first we have to define the boundary, then put it in a cell, and find the right layer and the right place in the framework, and just use it. And it also can be a new cloud service or anything else.
Okay. And as you know, our customers run very complex environments, and they're always working on very complex projects, and that cannot be disrupted. So what are we doing to minimize the disruption when they're doing a product upgrade or when they're incorporating new functionality into their environments?
Yeah, the good news, if we have to modify something, we modify a small part of the system. We have to focus on that because we can ensure that the rest of the system, the untouched part, will keep working as it worked earlier. So this way we can minimize the disruption on customer side, and we can also minimize any kind of risk of changing data structure or workflows as well. And in some cases, they don't need run an installation process without installing a new update. They can just download a desktop version or use the new version in the cloud.
Okay. No, very, very appealing. Yeah. So, when my product managers are talking to the customers, oftentimes they're asked about the latest buzzwords in the industry, ranging from artificial intelligence to machine learning to blockchain even. So how are we utilizing these technologies in our products, and how do we incorporate them in there?
Well, yeah. Our continuous value streaming process is based on our existing development process. And innovation is at the very beginning. So innovation is in our DNA. And our new framework helps us to try out new technologies in an easier way, even in real environment. So we take a look at how we can utilize augmented reality in BMX, or we also investigating artificial intelligence, especially machine learning, how it can help with robotic process automation, do the repeatable design step for designer. And we're also working on an algorithmic design implementation under the generative design umbrella to find the best floor plan alternatives to select and find the best layout plans. And we also take a look at blockchain technology, if we can use it in a distributed license handling model.
Very, very good to know. And so, when you were showing us the earlier slide about the architecture, one question kept popping up in my mind. When will we be done with that?
Oh, yeah, that's a very fair question. Actually, a couple of years ago, we already started implementing the framework. And 2 years ago, we implemented our first plugins. And we see it works. So we can get the benefit at that time from this new structure and way. And we consider the entire framework as a continuous innovation. So I cannot say that it will finish at some point. We continuously try to add more and more values to our customers. And this is the way how we set up
you're trying to say that
the technology
creating
at
a new
Graphisoft for the
platform
future.
framework for the software.
And
so that
circling
they can
back
make
to your
improvements
original question, how we will
affecting
implement
the core
the
base and allowing you to stay on the same core platform. But man, this streaming platform is horrible. It keeps failing.
Wow, sounds very, very promising, and I'm glad we got a chance to talk. So thank you for your time.
Thank you.
And now, Ron, back to you.
Thank you, Hugh, Shesh, and Zsolt, for sharing not only our vision, strategy, and roadmap, but also how we plan to execute on this vision. Our multidisciplinary strategy is clear, and it's exciting to see that the underlying technology provides an extensible and solid foundation to provide you with additional capabilities while continuing to extend our leadership in core architectural design. Now, in this next session, we will share innovations in Archicad 26, our BIM products, and introduce you to DDS CAD. We've packed a lot of capabilities into this year's release.
So
and to
DDS
kick things
CAD
off,
is the new
let me introduce
electrical plumbing engineering
Carlos and Tobias.
add-in.
Carlos,
Archicad.
the stage
So,
is yours.
fingers crossed. Let's hope this works out good.
Thanks, Ron. My name is Carlos Cordeiro, Product Marketing Manager at Graphisoft, and I would like to give you a warm welcome to the Solutions Update session. Very, very exciting times ahead of us, but now it's time to look at the present and what we are bringing to the market today. As you heard earlier today from Hugh Roberts, Graphisoft solutions now address more areas of the AEC market, and the capabilities are quickly expanding into other industry professionals. Our commitment to delivering better solutions that allow you to concentrate on your design work was the essence of Archicad 26 development. I'm sure you will find the following features a step forward. So, stay focused and design more. Just to illustrate the extent of our work, we have considered and implemented many useful features that will bring the efficiency and enjoyable experience to your everyday practice. Today, design and documentation are still the bread and butter of our innovative software development. And certainly, Archicad 26 brings significant productivity improvements and a broad range of new features. For example, in the area of documentation, you will find features such as the easier handling of graphic override setup with multiple rules, level dimension improvements that are automating crucial documentation needs, navigator search that streamlines the management of large views and documentation sets, radial stretch copy on circles, and the selective PDF page import with an interactive page preview information and multiple page import, All of this
now
in
that's
just one
nice.
go.
That will be helpful.
Our auto text technology can now map name and size of master layout, which delivers better title block management and improves the content of the published documentation. In the 3D model authoring area, we are introducing a new opening tool with extended surface overrides to enhance the
Now
quality
that
of a
is
detailed
another
BIM
thing
model.
that could be really nice.
As ongoing commitment to refine the existing out-of-the-box library, Archicad 26 brings additional fine-tuned kitchen cabinet design. And for a truly sophisticated and photorealistic renderings, you have now a new additional surface catalog directly in Archicad.
Yay!
Library Part Maker is now available in your own language, enabling architects around the
Yes,
world
can it
to
actually
create
work?
smart custom
So
objects
far,
without
Library Part
writing
Maker
a
has
single
been
line of
lousy.
code. And to continuously support algorithm-driven designs, we updated the Grasshopper Archicad Live connection. We trust that the presented features show our commitment to implementing suggestions coming from our users, no matter how small or big they might be. We know that they all add up to a better productivity and efficiency of the tool that we all love to work with. As the computer hardware and operating systems evolve, we are constantly improving overall Archicad's performance to deliver the benefits of this evolution to our users. We have implemented improved drawing infrastructure in Archicad Windows that accommodates the latest technologies, such as Metal on Mac and DirectX on Windows. And obviously, we are in touch with the new line of Macs based on ARM M1 range processors. So I'm happy to tell you that we will release the native Archicad 26 ARM version later this year.
Really?
Based
Oh my
on already
God.
existing tests,
That was
we are sure
supposed to
that
be
this
now.
development will deliver a significant
pisses
boost
me
in
off.
Archicad's performance for all
Why
our
are
Mac
they not
users.
releasing it now?
After observing the industry's traditional but very often obsolete workflows, we realized that delivering just synchronized 2D and 3D is not going to be enough. There was much more to it. And indeed, we have recognized that there is a great opportunity for us to innovate even more. Let's mention non-geometrical information, or metadata. It's a vast pool of data that is not necessarily visible in 3D model views, but it is fundamentally crucial for building construction. This pool of data is very hard to control and it's costly to maintain. And this fact is precisely where we saw the opportunity for our innovation. The very same innovation that has been shaping our products from the outset. Today, the industry calls this innovation BIM. And we do continue improving our solutions with relevant features. And indeed, Archicad 26 delivers brand new and long-awaited ones. Attribute management with hierarchy and structure is a great example of this. We believe that this feature alone will really excite most BIM managers and product architects watching this presentation. The ability to organize long attribute lists in a customizable folder structure is indeed a massive productivity improvement. And also, the access to the attribute manager is now seamless integrated in the user interface.
Sole practitioners. So it's just...
But we all know that the building industry is one of the major contributors to CO2 emissions, either directly or indirectly. We believe that design teams should be able to find solutions for reducing the carbon footprint and global warming related issues as well in any stage of their design. To assist our users in this process, we enrich the dataset of building materials with the brand new building material properties for environmental sustainability. Translating the architect's design intent into the reality of the building site environment, or even to the client's imagination, has always been a challenge. Traditionally, it involved paper-based communication that is always somehow limiting. It comes with an overhead for keeping it up to date, involves significant resources to produce, lacks interactivity, and it's simple, cumbersome to handle. Graphisoft have revolutionized this area by developing the award-winning BIMX application that truly digitalized and simplified a very error-prone and laborious process. It has also opened the door to an uncharted field of truly captivating, interactive, and immersive presentations. We understand the importance and potential of this solution, and also here we continue to improve its capabilities by gradual development steps. The release of Archicad 26 brings better texture size controls that considers optimal visual quality and file size in the BIMX hypermodel. So users can now choose between 1K, 2K, and even 4K texture quality.
So
we have implemented changes in the BIMX 3D format that will boost publishing and BIMX performance. One good example is the simple publisher workflow, with more information about how to use cameras in Archicad to benefit BIMX Gallery. There are also improvements in rendering and lighting, where the direct light approach will make the model more realistic by darkening north-facing sides. And of course, later this year, we will also fully support ARM M1 processors on Mac platform by releasing ARM-compatible BIMX desktop viewer. Finally, let's talk about BIM collaboration and connectivity to other design and BIM applications. We are still very much committed to the idea of open BIM, and we keep supporting workflows that include external applications, either through direct connections or certified IFC exchange. Let's see how Archicad 26 expands and improves this connectivity. BIM validation for building permits is an extension in IFC translators that allows correct translation of a BIM model into BIM validation platform. Now, with the new export component level data to IFC, you can map each classified component of composites to a specific IFC type. So, creating component level quantity takeoffs, including classification and properties, is now very, very easy. And also, to support the traditional data exchange workflows, we updated DXF and DWG translation.
For most of us, we don't have time to do all that extra
Lastly,
stuff.
enhanced Python programming interface with an extended scope that allows accessing management of classifications, properties, navigator items, and even the new attribute structure. I hope you feel inspired and excited with this overview of our architectural solutions. But we all certainly know that architects can no longer work isolated. Let me guide you through our innovative solutions for collaborative environment, not only between architects, but also across multidisciplines. A project very often requires task delegation and design work distribution in an architectural office, and that includes many staff members. We understood the challenge and designed our very first version of Teamwork. However, as the hardware capabilities have improved, we decided that we could develop an ultimate solution based on the groundbreaking and still unmatched Teamwork technology. The introduction of BIM Cloud Software as a Service marked the industry's fundamental shift towards cloud-based services. As you know, in fact, this trend was reinforced even more by the recent COVID pandemic developments. The user benefits are tremendous, and this solution completely removes the need for IT maintenance resources on the user end.
Slow. I actually just use a Mac
Also,
Mini.
it offers flexibility and on-demand deployment anywhere and at any time in a fraction of the time. You and your firm can stay focused on designing while we take care of the rest, including maintenance and automatic updates.
Yeah, for
the market is booming,
prices too.
And projects are becoming more complex and requiring more files. Here again, we are in the leadership positioning, providing BIM Cloud with the capacity for all your files while maintaining excellent performance. And because the safety of your projects is also important to us, the BIM Cloud Security backend is now equipped with state-of-the-art privacy protection systems. Lastly, you will benefit from the best synergy between our solutions offering. And how? With a better visual experience features of BIMX Viewer embedded into BIM Cloud.
I'm a little confused.
But collaboration has become critical also
Cloud,
outside the architectural domain.
Didn't mention anything new.
Although architects drive the design, it takes more than one profession to build a building today. The question is, how can we efficiently accommodate different professions that use different professional languages and workflows in one single project? One answer could be reference models. Yes, we still support the concept of reference models, but as you know, this approach can be inefficient. A much better answer is the concept of integrated design. Our leading innovation introduced a very new and efficient way of collaboration. Integrated design is the future of multidisciplinary workflows that mitigate costly mistakes and effectively enhances access to real-time updated information. We truly believe that the integrated design concept is a game changer for the future design procurements in the industry. And of course, we continue in this exciting direction with the Archicad 26 release. Structural engineering has become part of the architectural design itself. This was amazingly demonstrated by designs of world-class architects. So naturally, we have expanded our tool set to this essential profession. Our technology enables structural engineers to access accurate analytical models directly in Archicad and to the extended level of information held in the architectural model. The automatic live load generation feature is a very, very good example of this approach. Removing costly communication overheads, structural engineers can now access space usage information automatically and at the same time stay completely up to date whenever their architectural counterparts introduce any changes. Thanks to SAF, Structural Analysis Format, an open source file format that is fully dedicated to structural data, you can now exchange all relevant information and transfer it precisely to your preferred structural analysis solution. And the best part is that we have designed Archicad's user interface to conveniently store all SAF translators in a single location for easy access. You choose the structural engineering solution or solutions that work best for you, and Archicad will seamlessly set the relevant translation rules. This new workflow brings transparency to the design process, inviting structural engineers to follow the architectural design intent, and at the same time enabling trackable changes that provide persistent quality assurance control. As shown here, several well-known structural solutions are already part of this workflow. Now that you know how structural engineers can work smoothly with architects, let me give the word to Tobias, who will show you how we will bring together the MEP professionals into this multidisciplinary environment. Tobias, the stage is yours. Thank you.
Thank you, Carlos, for your excellent presentation and the informative explanations about integrated design. Hello, I'm Tobias König, Director of DDS-CAD Marketing at Graphisoft. Speaking of integrated design, as Carlos has already indicated, along with other disciplines, this topic of course includes MEP. Without a competent design of mechanical, electrical, and plumbing, the modern buildings of this world would not be able to function, not even if they are planned with Archicad. Therefore, in addition to great architecture, great building services must also be designed on a high level. And this is where DDS-CAD comes in, which has been a part of the Graphisoft product portfolio since the beginning of this year. Many of you will not yet be familiar with DDS-CAD. So let me briefly outline what makes DDS-CAD a powerful solution for MEP professionals. It was developed by MEP engineers for MEP engineers. And you can see that in the solution. It offers MEP professionals a comprehensive feature set for building services design. For example, DDS-CAD offers accurate calculations of all values and dimensions relevant to building services. In addition, DDS-CAD enables high-end model visualization. Furthermore, users benefit from a comprehensive documentation of the project, including automatic reports, plans, and parts lists. DDS-CAD offers seamless multidisciplinary design of all subdisciplines of MEP, and, of course, all requirements for collaboration with the architect and other stakeholders on an AEC team. This brings us back to integrated design, and thus to the starting point of my presentation. DDS-CAD is considered a true pioneer and driver of the open BIM approach in the MEP sector. As such, DDS-CAD, of course, supports the IFC format and supports issue management with BCF. With our next version, DDS-CAD 18, which will be released in October, new collaboration options will be provided, and, of course, the Graphisoft signature will already be recognizable. Thanks to the integration of BIM Cloud, DDS-CAD 18 will make collaboration with other stakeholders on AEC teams even easier and more efficient. BIM Cloud will bring DDS-CAD closer to Archicad users, since projects from both platforms can be centralized and coordinated via BIM Cloud. In addition, DDS-CAD 18 users will also be able to use BIMX to visualize their MEP projects in impressive ways on mobile devices. As you can see, we are already working intensively on the further implementation of the integrated design approach in the MEP segment as well. This is the first step, but there will be more. If you are curious now about DDS-CAD, take a look at the brand new version of our DDS-CAD Viewer. The DDS-CAD Viewer is a powerful free IFC viewer that allows users to process different file formats, such as IFC, BCF, GBXML, and others.
Another IFC viewer.
For example, you can view, check, edit, and create these files. Furthermore, it provides several features to coordinate open BIM models, such as advanced clash detection analysis, powerful IFC data visualization, and the bidirectional interface with BCF servers. By the way, it is the first result of our strong Archicad development team united.
Oh, great. The stream dropped out again. Yippee.
Leave the stage and turn the floor over to Ron Close. Ron, the stage is yours.
We hope you share our excitement about the new capabilities in the software and enjoyed the introduction to DDS CAD. But there's more to the story. Our strategy to empower you to create architecture goes beyond the software. It includes the services that help you to stay on the most current release, as well as the knowledge through Learn and the community that will help you get the most out of your investment. I'd like to welcome Akos and Gordana to the stage to update you on these new services. Akos, the stage is yours.
Our focus here at Graphisoft is to enable you to design great buildings. We want to make sure that you may dedicate most of your attention on the design part of your job, likely being the primary reason why you pursued an architectural, engineering, or relevant career in the building industry. To support this, we are building an ecosystem around our software solutions that combine technology, services, and community of fellow professionals all around the globe. Graphisoft Forward is our next generation services and benefits package for your whole office that future-proofs your software with an exclusive productivity tools, instant access to the latest version of Archicad, learning, know-how, and on-demand access to our professional support.
Create great architecture uninterrupted with Forward. You get access to updates, and local support is at your fingertips. Product licenses are protected and easy to manage. Powerful tools let you design models and custom elements faster, visualize them beautifully, and store them virtually. Continuous learning is also covered in one all-encompassing benefits package. Ready to keep moving forward?
Our product and engineering teams are passionate to deliver a great set of new features every year. On top of this, they are constantly working on improving compatibility with the latest hardware, operating systems, and other applications you might use for efficient data transfer, data safety, and increased performance. And all Graphisoft Forward subscribers get an instant access to our latest software on the release day, so we are truly excited to see Archicad 26 in your hands. With Graphisoft Forward, you and your colleagues can work with confidence. Should you face a challenge, a technical difficulty, or you just need a quick advice on what hardware to get for your specific workloads, our global support channel is available for you. Reach out to our trained and certified professional teams, and they will pick up the thread and assist you throughout the process. And Graphisoft Forward includes the widest set of exclusive tools that we offer. Let me walk you through the highlights. Paramo and Library Part Maker are two unique tools that enable you to design assets for your BIM project that we call library objects. These extensions support graphical and parametric workflows to design repetitive or highly unique parts of your buildings in a creative and fun way, without the need to have advanced coding skills. Through the Archicad Python API, you can automate tedious tasks such as detecting conflicts between element IDs, generating unique zone numbers, automating parts of your documentation. You can either build your own scripts or tweak the ones shared by the Archicad user community. The Redshift rendering engine by Maxon can help you to unleash your creativity. It is utilizing the sheer power of your graphics card, resulting in rapid renders that allow far quicker turnarounds between iterations and as part of your creative process, enabling you to find the desired solution significantly quicker, yet providing superb visual quality. BIMX is our highly integrated real-time presentation and communication tool. It enables you to share your models, project documentation, and involve others in the design communication process on all commonly used platforms, including browsers, desktops, or mobile apps. Graphisoft Forward customers receive private cloud storage that streamlines the whole process, starting right from Archicad, where you're working on your designs. Graphisoft Forward also brings you better connection and deals to other software you might also use in your practice. In addition to the already existing Twinmotion connection through the Datasmith add-on, a new promotional offer is now available for Graphisoft Forward subscribers. With Enscape, BIM and visualization are finally united. Unlike with many other renderers, you don't have to stop designing to create high-quality visuals. For those of you on Graphisoft Forward, you can immerse yourself in the world of Enscape by taking advantage of the current promotion we have running. You have 1 year of Enscape subscription included with your Forward when you commit to a 2-year subscription with Enscape. Effective learning has a big impact on how you and your new colleagues can get up to speed and how you can utilize the depth of our solution and translate that knowledge into your projects and workflows to support creativity, efficiency, quality control, and decisions. Our Graphisoft Learn program offers comprehensive solution on this with a great catalog available for all Graphisoft Forward subscribers. Graphisoft Learn is a modern and flexible learning program that helps you get the most out of Graphisoft products and services through courses, learning paths, and bundles that are specific to industry roles and responsibilities. Graphisoft Learn has 3 primary goals. First, we are strong advocates of flexible learning. Graphisoft Learn provides you with the opportunity to skill up at your own pace, choosing your preferred route, and dedicating the ideal amount of time to learning that suits your work and your personal lifestyle. Training content is delivered to you via on-demand, online hybrid, trainer-led, or live classroom courses organized into learning paths that demystify actual workflows. It is also packaged in a way that serves the needs of your role in the office. Second, we believe that a global, recognized certification system can help individuals progress with their careers and practices elevate their profile in project bids and competitions. We developed a multi-level certification system from Archicad BIM user to certified Archicad BIM manager to ensure that your efforts are rewarded and your competitive edge in the market is strengthened. Finally, we truly value peer-to-peer learning. We want to create a dynamic learning community by connecting you with your fellow certified professionals and by providing you with a platform where you can learn from each other. We want to ensure that our training is relevant to the structure of a BIM-enabled office and the roles of a BIM-enabled project. Our plan is to package our training in relation to this and to support you in the journey from creating a model all the way to managing a BIM-enabled office. And this is exactly what our model authoring, model management, and our office management training bundles do. The model authoring bundle includes everything you need to become a productive BIM author, capable of modeling, documenting, scheduling, and presenting your project in a collaborative environment. The model management bundle equips you with all the required knowledge to coordinate the model and manage the project delivery. And the office management bundle contains materials related to BIM standards, office-level BIM practices, and people and management processes, which are required if you are running a BIM-enabled practice. And finally, in addition to the learning materials found in each bundle, you will be awarded with a Graphisoft certificate upon successful completion, the BIM author, the BIM coordinator, and the BIM manager. And with that, I'm pleased to announce that with Archicad 26, we are releasing the first of these role-based bundles, the Model Authoring Bundle. It contains 20 self-paced video courses, 14 trainer-led online courses, organized into 8 learning paths around various topics like modeling, documentation, design options, or the BIM workflow itself. Upon successful completion of the courses, you will be awarded with the BIM Author Certificate. The Model Authoring Bundle is available for purchase today on the Graphisoft Learn portal, with the self-paced courses already open, while the delivery of the online trainer-led courses start in September. So take your career into your hands and become a more proficient Archicad user and get certified as an Archicad BIM author. And while completing courses online is a great way to learn, there are other options for you to improve your skills. For example, learning from your peers. Our community initiative is all about that, so let's hear the details from Gordana.
Hello everyone. Have you had that one question about certain functionality or a feature after you completed a training or an online course? You ever needed it during your work, especially when you're working on a project and you got stuck in the middle with some question? We all face challenges in our daily work, and especially if you are in a construction industry working with software tools, your main challenges are how to digitalize your ideas. Our work environments affect how we work, how we collaborate, how we seek assistance and ask for help. I will do a little quiz here. Listen carefully and see whether you, as a building construction professional, can relate to any of these scenarios. You're a freelancer. You don't have physically much present people around you that you could ask for a professional opinion or a certain matter. Or you work in a small team where you do consult all the time, but you don't have all the answers within your team. You're a student. Your peers are inexperienced about BIM, and maybe even your professors and mentors are. If you work in a larger team or a larger organization, you might have well-structured systems, even good manuals, but you would like to know how other people work and what are their experiences. You're a professional, but you are new to BIM and Archicad and want to ask how to get yourself going. Or you have BIM knowledge, but however, Graphisoft products are new to you and you want to hear experiences directly from users as a credible voice. If you found yourself in any of these situations or you can relate to them, then you should have Graphisoft community on your bookmarks.
Okay, so basically
in the past
media.
2-3 years, we shifted our focus largely toward digital platforms because we started working online and remotely. And we even noticed on Archicad Talk large growth in registrations and activities. But unfortunately, we couldn't extend the forum's functionalities accordingly. However, last September, we started new Graphisoft community, and it's more than just fresh look that we brought. It has a new technological platform which enables for gamified experience through an easy-to-browse structure and improved search functionalities. It's a place for all of us, where we can ask questions, share our knowledge, give proposals, interact, communicate with each other and with Graphisoft team, which is also present. So why is it important that we share our knowledge through communities? When I was a small kid, my grandfather taught me one very important thing, that anyone I meet, I can learn something from, and they know something I don't. So from this perspective, think about how fortunate we are to connect globally in the online world and learn from each other, because my grandfather spent all his life in a small village, not meeting much new people in his life. And Graphisoft community has thousands of visitors from all over the world, which also means someone is always online and active in one part of the world. And each one of us holds a unique bit of experience, our wisdom and our ideas that we bring to the community puzzle.
Kind of agonizing.
Our professional experiences, backgrounds, and our personalities affect how we interact, read, discover, and seek support. We engage in different ways, and although we may visit community with a specific question, new digital platform allows for more interactive ways of communication and learning. It's more than a forum. Our main goal was to preserve the Archicad Talk heritage, this accumulated knowledge, and to merge it with Help Center knowledge content which was created by Graphisoft team. We have added functionality that forum replies can be marked as accepted solutions, which are a huge step forward to the right piece of information when you're searching and browsing for something. We started with group hubs, webinars, and challenges, which all allow to express your creativity regardless your knowledge, your level of expertise, whether you're a student or a long-term professionals. And these creative ways to address to a certain topic and to express creativity with our software solutions also allow that we start a refined knowledge-based content which we are bringing your work to the spotlight. In the digital world, where more channels are emerging, our mission in Graphisoft team is to keep working towards making the community easy to use, accessible, rich with information, and an efficient data-driven platform that influences our product development. And moreover, we want to nurture our community offline. I want to thank everyone who has joined the community and actively participates, but especially for our users who date back from Archicad talk, who continue to participate actively and to make the community a great place, especially considering that changes are not always easy for everyone. And last thing not to forget, we prepared a set of articles to support Archicad to support upgrade to Archicad 26. There are a lot of helpful information on new features and also how to install and upgrade. So we really hope that Graphisoft community will be your first stop for service news information about all Graphisoft products. I invite you to join Graphisoft community and dare you to find an ongoing challenge. Thank you very much.
Okay, so far, still nothing great.
Thank you for your kind attention. We're excited to have shared with you our vision, strategy, and roadmap, and remain committed to your success. The underlying architecture provides a strong foundation for the future, and the new release of software is reflective of the needs that you have expressed to us and our assessment of the industry. It is surrounded by services to help you achieve faster time to value. Now, for those of you joining us live, let's take a quick break, and then we will come back for a live Q&A.
Okay. Well, we just finished the presentations. It looks like they're going to be going into a Q&A session, but to be honest, I was completely underwhelmed by Graphisoft's presentation. The first biggest thing, oh my goodness, they've had 2 years to work on this, and they're still saying later this year. So they're going to release Archicad 26, which was supposed to be the Apple Silicon friendly version, and they're not going to have the Apple Silicon version ready until quote unquote later this year, which in experience with Graphisoft in years past, when they say later this year, they mean like the last little bit of like November, December, like super late into the year. Usually it's half-baked and buggy, and you end up having all kinds of problems. So that is a huge disappointment. I am honestly just a bit heartbroken about that, because I was really looking forward to being able to use my M1 Max MacBook Pro to its full extent, and now I'm going to have to wait even more. In the meantime, I will continue to have to use the Intel-based version of Archicad. The other disappointment was it didn't seem like there was a whole lot in the way of improvements to functionality. Some of the key problems are still there. Some of the things like dimensioning and levels, there's minor improvements, but it doesn't seem like there was much meat on the bones for this new version. And like I said, most of these versions are buggy, and they never really fix all the bugs, and then they come out with a new version. So overall, pretty disappointed. It is exciting to see the integration of DDS-CAD. I don't know much about it. Obviously, it's not going to help me much because my engineers would be the ones who would have to look into whether or not that's a good option for them. The structural design improvements, that will help because my structural engineers do use Archicad, and so they will be making those improvements. Ultimately, though, it seemed like this was a presentation designed for shareholders, designed for executives. It seemed like it was very much based on the idea of, hey, let's do a good sales pitch instead of actually talking about what the new features are. So hopefully I'm wrong, and hopefully it is actually an improvement, but we'll see. In the meantime, hopefully my responses to this presentation have been helpful, and have a great day. I'm the Colorblind Architect. Peace out.